Gina Mitchells,
No,
correct? M-
Malali.
Maloney. Oh, your
Malali.
middle name. Okay. Gina
Michelle is my middle
Maloney.
name.
Gina Maloney.
Malali.
And today's date is July 28th, 2026.
Yeah.
We have multiple. I am a victims advocate. I go by the name of Brooklyn Squad, and I am helping Jordan's Tompkins family try to find some answers and hopefully try to get some justice. I'm working on this case now, and it was first Jordan's case. But then when I saw multiple bodies dropping, I
Mm-hmm.
was like, wait a minute, is this a connection? So can you we've been talking for a minute, but then she did say I could record because I am a forgetful person. So I know I will forget. So I'm so grateful that she said I could
I
record it.
have no problem with that.
Now we gotta go back a little bit. Tell me, so you know all the victims.
Yes.
Okay. Tell me how you know Jordan.
Jordan's was in choir with my daughter for years in school, and they had choir class together. And then Jordan got with a boyfriend of hers, and he went off to prison. And when that happened, she was kind of left out in the street, bouncing from house
Okay.
to house. And so the older people that were already established out there kind of took care of her, in a way. Kind of didn't let anything bad happen to her.
That's
And
awesome.
we were all pretty close friends. And she adapted okay. It's hard for everybody at first,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, for
you
sure.
you start getting adapted to the way of life and the streets and stuff, and it's it becomes okay, and you become
Yeah.
like a little family out there. That's why it's so hard. Um, Knowing that people around her knew what happened. I know they know what happened. They all are scared. Why are you scared? I'm not scared because I don't know what happened. They obviously
Right.
know they have a reason to be fearful.
Right.
Even though they
Right.
didn't maybe not do anything, but they didn't do anything, and that's another issue. It's like, you all break bread
They're
with these
not
people.
speaking up.
These people, you know each other like we're family. How
Mm,
can you sit and I can't go back and go hang out with these people I've known my entire life and sit there and have a conversation with them like this didn't happen. Like you don't know
right.
something. I can't do that. Like I lost not only all these friends of mine that got murdered, but I lost an entire town of people I've known my whole life because I can't even be around them and stomach it. Because I don't know anymore which ones know and which ones didn't. It's sad.
Right.
I know a
It's
few
very sad.
I know a few of us real tight people, like we didn't know. Like there's all kinds of people, that don't live out here anymore that I know they didn't have anything to do with it. And those are usually the ones that are still advocating for it, for finding
Yeah.
out. But the other ones
I
just
don't
kind of
see
crawled in a hole and
a
they
lot
won't.
of I don't see a lot of Jordan's friends advocating
I know.
for her or even posting her flyer up.
Amber Popham is one good friend of hers that will always remain. That girl was out there in the mud in a rubber boots looking for her. There was quite a few of us. Crystal is up in Maine, but she knew Jordan real well.
She
Um,
was looking for her too.
mhm.
Wow, it's amazing.
I
That's
was over
good.
there
That's good. It's good to know
interrogating
that.
Lee Walker. Also, he was being named, because a lot of people like to talk a lot of shit, and Lee Walker was kind of named because he was like one of the last people to see her alive. No, 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 he wasn't. He was, but she went on to the bar, and then after that, went over to somebody else's house. That somebody else has passed on now, but went over there, got what she needed, and then was picked up by another friend of ours. And I know he didn't have nothing to do with it. She left that guy's house and ended up with Ashley Grover. And I went and interrogated Ashley Grover and told her, you know what, chick, you're gonna have to say something because you are the last one to see her like that. Well, apparently she left
Mm,
Ashley's trailer when Ashley went to go cash a check. And when Ashley came back, she was gone. That's her story. She stuck to it. She moved away after I interrogated her, so I'm not sure what.
Really?
Yeah, she picked up and vacated.
Okay, wait. Okay, so let's go back just a little bit. I want to talk about a little bit what we talked about off
Hmm.
camera. Not we don't have to talk about all of it, because like I said,
Yeah,
before
I
it's
told you I
between,
stand on what I say though, and I'll
yeah.
tell you if I just heard about it or if it's just a rumor or if I know it to be fact. I'll tell you the
Okay.
difference. Because I hear a lot of
Because we
shit
talked
too.
about people taking advantage of Jordan,
Yes.
using her out there.
Oh yeah,
Um,
a few times that's happened, and she's always gotten away from it. But like I said, we always make sure she's all right. We would always make sure she was okay. I don't know that she wasn't hanging around nobody different at the time. That was the thing. She wasn't hanging around no new people. She was just
so it's the same
around,
people,
yeah, same people with known her all these years, you
same
know?
people.
And that's what makes me sick. And I want to know whoever the fuck's got them so scared they don't want to say nothing. I'd like to find out. 5 minutes, that's all I need. I wouldn't be scared,
They
that's for sure.
said they said Jordan was walking down. She left the bar. She left the bar and grill after
Yes,
karaoke.
she left country club,
Mhm.
yeah.
Right.
And she went down to mm,
She was walking
Mexican Billy's
on.
house. It was Mexican Billy's house she ended up at. And
So she did end up somewhere, like
uh-huh.
you said.
And now he's passed away. So he's gone now. So there's no way to find out. He stayed real quiet throughout everything, but everybody defends him and says that he didn't have nothing to do with it. He may not have. I don't know him. I
Is
met
there
him
any
once, but
is is there anybody we could talk to that says, yeah, she was here and then she left for my house and went here? Because the thing is, they just still got her like walking on the highway or the side
and
street.
that's not the truth. I mean, because she called Joe the plumber at 3 in the morning, was texting him, and he's saying, and Joe the plumber is a really good dude. That guy did not hurt her. He is notorious for picking any of us up if we're in the middle of the night. Hey, we need a place to crash or whatever. Plumber Joe's like the shit, man. That dude is a good man, and he showed the cops everything on the timeline of her texting him and everything else. Okay, so there's no question about that. But he was in the shower and she said Ashley was picking her up, and this was the next morning early, and he said, "All right, cool," made her pancakes or some shit, made her some waffles. I don't remember what it was. I mean, gave her some food, but he's notorious for that shit. He'll give us food and send us on our way. Um, get a shower, whatever. Just we take care of each other. And And so anyway, he told her, he said she yelled at him from the other room. He was in the shower about ready to go to work. And she said she was leaving with Ashley and that was fine. And so,
Oh, and so this was after she left
uh-huh,
the
but
the
this has
bar and
not ever
grill.
been said because, and I don't know why, and ain't no damn cop ever asked me about that shit.
So, oh
This is
wow, because it
beyond,
was like, oh, she was last seen leaving with Middle
uh-huh,
Lake Count,
and this isn't true.
walking,
Hmm.
traveling on foot, walking down Park
Hmm.
Road 37.
Yeah. And then she got picked up by Joe the plumber about 3:30 in the morning. Yeah. And nobody talks about that. That's a whole nother section. And then she ended
Wow.
up at Ashley Grover's place, which was right down the road from where, um, well, kind of down the highway. It's quite a few miles, but it was down the way from where Joe the plumber was staying at the time.
This is
And
important information.
well,
Thank
you
you.
would think, yeah. And then I try. I mean, you can't tell. Why are they? They know. That's what I don't understand. The cops know this. Why they didn't put that? They're letting people just go on with. That's what I'm saying. They got something to do with it.
Okay, so she was picked up by Joe the plumber.
Yep.
She went to his house, had breakfast. That's a friend
Yeah.
of hers.
And yes, and
Okay,
him
go
and his
ahead.
son were there. It was no big issue, nothing out of the ordinary. And then Ashley Grover picked her up,
Okay.
and
Who is Ashley Grover?
Ashley Grover's a chick that's been around here a long time, but she's down there by the Mexican border now.
No, I mean, like, is she a close friend to
Well, I knew her pretty
Jordan?
well. Yes, Jordan knew her real well. Um, she's been around for years, man. We know her. Um, well, me and Lee Walker, when Lee Walker picked me up from Canyon Lake, I didn't tell nobody I was coming back, and I just got in the car with Lee, and we went straight because I've already talked to Joe the plumber, so I went straight to Ashley's, and I was like, "Hey, chick, look," and I kind of was a dick about it, and I may have been a little aggressive, and that's probably why I'm not a police officer because I shouldn't have been doing shit like that. But I was like,
You
I was
trying to find
like,
answers for her. Shit, I
exactly.
get it.
Like, I mean, I'm tired of people pussyfooting around this shit.
That's right.
And she's already been missing a week, which was fucking weird because these
Mm.
girls know that a week doesn't go by, you know? And when
Okay.
Abigail Reeves found out, she was like telling the rooftops, you know what I'm saying? She was yelling it from there. So Abby Reeves actually is the one who called me and said, "Hey, Jordan's missing. I don't know what to do, blah, blah, blah. She's been missing a week. Nobody said anything." And I'm like, "Really?" So I guess somebody else let it slip. I don't know. And said that to her. So she went and just kind of yelled it. And so I said, "Okay, we'll make a missing police report, missing persons report."
Good for
And
you.
so, and I was still in Canyon Lake. I didn't know what to do, you know. And I said, "Okay,
Right.
well, I said, well, I'm going to try to find a ride back." Well, Lee Walker is like a cousin to me, or cousin removed, whatever. We're pretty tight. I've known him my whole
Okay.
life. And so Lee come and got me. We went straight, but in the meantime, I'm calling people, you know. And so I talked to Joe the plumber or whatever, and then I found that out. Somebody, I don't remember who it was, told me to call him. So I did, or maybe it was Lee that told me. I don't know, because she was at the bar with Lee. And
Okay. That's
and
the bar
so
and grill that she plays karaoke at.
yes, that's a country club everybody goes to.
Right, right.
We're all familiar with that place. And anyway, yeah, I mean it's just a random bar out here.
But where did she go after she left when she had breakfast?
Okay, she went to Ashley's. Ashley picked her up.
Ashley Park, Ashley, no, that's not,
Grover.
that was somebody else.
Ashley
Ashley Glow.
Grover.
Okay. Ashley
Hmm.
picked her up.
Uh-huh.
And then
And
where
took
did
her
she?
back to her trailer, which she had an Airstream
Okay.
over there off Flying L. And that's why there's another rumor about her possibly being behind Flying L in that desolate set of woods, but I don't know. And you can't get back there without somebody knowing it. It's just
Mm.
you can't be crossing private property down here,
And
without
that's
permission.
Ashley's house.
Well, Ashley's trailer was right there in the front of that Flying L area. There's some trailers back in, there's like cabins back in there, stuff like that. It goes right up against the Flying L ranch.
Was
Uh,
she questioned?
I
Did
don't, I have
you
no
said
idea.
you questioned her?
I did, yeah. And she was like,
Right.
"I don't know." I went to go cash a check, and then I came back and she was gone already. And I was like, "Okay, well, where did she go?" She goes, "I don't know." And then that's where it's dead end. And then, so I don't know after that. And I told her, I said, "You're going to want to tell me before somebody else comes after your ass." And so I kept threatening her, sideways threatening her kind of. And
Mhm.
next thing I know, that weekend she left. She went back to her dad's down in South Texas.
Really?
Yeah.
So
Like,
she went out of town. She left town.
mhm. I have that effect. I don't know why. But
Hmm.
anyway,
Did the cops question her?
I don't know. The cops don't tell us shit. They don't tell us a
Well,
damn thing.
obviously,
They
because the
hired an
parents
investigate.
still think that she was walking on the highway.
Right. Right.
Wow. Let's talk about Jordan's boyfriend, Josh.
What about him? He's a fucking piece of shit.
About
There's
him.
not much to him. He's trash. Literal trash. He's scum. He
Uh,
well, he just got out of jail. Actually, I just seen him not a week ago. Um, I was at a friend's house. He's walking down the street down Parkrose doing the same shit he was doing before. Talk about, "I want to be clean now," and, "Oh, let me see that pocket knife." What about the pocket knife? That was my dad's. He passed away. "Oh, he must have stole it from me." I'm sure he did. All right, gotta go. You know what I mean? Like I'd
so
still talk to him, but I ain't.
yeah, I know.
It's
Yeah, I
he's
could
trash.
tell you're not feeling them.
Hey, I've had my moments with these
Oh,
people, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been close to these people, and it makes me sick, and it makes me that sick, and
yeah.
then having to go and get clean because of my life, my life literally depended on it. I was dying. Um,
And
After I got
congratulations
clean,
again on your recovery.
thanks. But I hit 18 months on January or July 17th. Um, and January 17th of 2025 was a year after my dad died, and that was when I
I'm
got
sorry
clean.
to
That was
hear
the day
that.
I got clean. My dad was my best friend, and he
I'm
told me to
sorry to
let all
hear
this
that.
stuff rest and leave it alone, and I wouldn't listen because I just don't listen. But
I'm
my
the
dad
same
was
way.
he knew all these people too, and it's sad, but he told me to leave it alone, and I'm not. I just can't. You can't murder five of my friends
We,
in 5 months and expect me to leave
I
shit
know
alone.
that's right.
I just can't. And then I can't break bread with these motherfuckers because, like, what if that was me?
You don't know
What if
who
that was
did
one of
what.
them and ain't nobody saying
Right.
shit?
There
Like, it
you
would be
go.
a cold case. Like, really, you're not my friends, man. Y'all are
Right.
fucked up. And that's how I see it. They're fucked up people. I don't care. There ain't nobody that can scare me I'll die first. Kill me. You gonna have to because I'm not gonna shut the fuck up.
I hear you.
I was,
I want to talk about before we got on camera. We was talking about a few things with the boyfriend,
oh
right?
no,
A
yeah.
few things that I found out that I figured already because I seen some things, right?
Hmm.
But how was his relationship with Jordan?
Very volatile. Very volatile. It was a
Was
push
he
pull.
abusive?
Oh, very, very,
To a well,
extremely,
like he was a very violent guy.
very violent, extremely violent.
Um,
On
was there
numerous
ever
occasions, I've
do
seen
you
marks
know if
on
she
her. Numerous occasions, I've seen him. I've seen not. I haven't seen him hit her because if I did, I'd slit his throat. I would kill him.
right?
I mean, honestly,
But she came
um,
to you.
but yeah, I've seen her many, many times where he's hit her and he's fought with her. She's endured a lot of
Do you
abuse.
do you know if she ever put a police report out or
I have
anything?
no idea, but I doubt it. We don't generally call the cops around here, especially because they don't do shit. Not to mention you're asking for trouble. Not to mention we don't do that. It's just we don't call cops,
Gotcha.
especially not
It's
these
like when you're
ones.
from Brooklyn. I gotcha.
I mean,
Yeah. Um,
of course, watch out if you get caught up, because then they might not be cool, after that, and they might have turned you in. Who knows? But you won't know it, and you're gonna still be friends with them, even if you found out. It's just stupid out here. It's so stupid.
what do you think about his alibi?
I'm not sure what his alibi is, but him going fishing,
He went fishing, right?
yeah, I think he did. I don't, I'm not really, I'm not convinced that he did anything to kill her. I don't think he did, but I think he knew what happened, and I think he went fishing to get himself out of whatever situation was fixing to happen. I think he knew.
He knew. A lot of them know,
Yeah.
allegedly.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about the other victims because this seems to me to tie together, but to the cops, they have another theory.
Yeah.
Uh,
They got to do whatever they got to do to cover their ass. Honestly, I think
Brittany.
I think they pissed off the cartel, and cartel did a bunch of shit out here, and then they had to go clean it all up because if not, and that's where all the questions come because it was sloppy as hell. Like whoever did it did not give two fucks about making a mess or cleaning
Yes,
it up, and I think the cops had to hurry up and clean it up because they were the ones that pissed them off.
right. That's what we was talking about before. That's why I wanted to record it too. What we was talking about because I was shocked. I was like, "What about the stealing?" And then they was making
Mhm.
the girls do. Can we talk about that a little
Yeah,
bit? Do
I
you
don't know.
mind?
Sure. I'm
Okay.
just going to tell you
Tell
what
me
I've
what you
heard because
was.
I don't know anything that went on.
Okay.
I don't know for a fact because I wasn't around that shit. I don't steal and I don't get invited on these heists that they do.
Right. It's just allegedly. It's allegedly.
Yes, yes. But I've
So
heard
what
the
did you
story many
hear?
times. So,
Yeah.
that they stole from a guy named Apache. They were doing a heist. This man had a lot of antique guns and a lot of things that were hidden on his property. The guy had money buried. I mean, all kinds of shit that I've heard. And he was a little. I didn't know the guy. My stepdad knew him actually. He was kind of a hermit in a way, but he was also a retired Texas Ranger, which conflicts the
Mm-mm.
story. He was definitely estranged from his own family. Like he has a sister somewhere in San Antonio, I think, and she came out when they were looking for him. The first few times they were looking for him on his property, they didn't find anything, and then the next time they did, they said there was rumors about him being in a burn barrel. But you know,
Who stole? I'm sorry to cut you off. Who
no,
stole
no,
from him?
a
The
group of these
victims?
people, some of the victims, but a lot of them are not victims. They got away with it.
No, I mean like the people that are murdered now.
Well, I think that they were in on a gig that of stealing from the guy. But I don't. I think he was
Right.
already dead. I think they're not them, but like I'm gonna name Nick Silva was a big part of it, and I think he's the one who murdered the guy. And
Also, a Texas Ranger was killed.
yeah, and the story went silent. The only reason I knew he was found in a burn barrel, burnt up, was because my stepdad knew him, and my stepdad, who has nothing to do with that life, absolutely nothing. He worked
Right.
for the highway department 20 something years. He's an old man now.
But he made this up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
Like,
he knew the guy, and so that's the only reason I knew that he had been murdered. Otherwise, no, I wouldn't have known that because there wasn't shit about it. There was a couple things
so
stories about him going missing, but then after that, it was hush hush.
so a Texas Ranger gets murdered by a heist that was supposed to be something, but it must have went wrong.
Yeah, apparently,
It went
I
wrong.
think it went
Do
wrong
you
internally, and I think somebody that was leading that whole thing fucked up. And
do you know did you hear about any of the victim? Okay, so okay, I'm gonna say the name. Did you hear about the victims of the bodies that they found, which is on the news? Did you hear any of them involved?
well,
The reason
yeah,
I'm asking that because I'm trying to like maybe somebody probably came after them because of the heist.
yes, yes, that's exactly right. Okay, so
I'm
here we go.
trying to put it
I
together now.
can connect them
I'm
all
trying
for
to
you.
bear with you.
I can connect them all for you real quick. I mean, Sean Duffy,
Okay.
I was told they wanted to put the guns there, and he said no and fought with them back or wouldn't give them back the guns. I don't know which, but whatever the case, the guns were supposed to go over there. Nah,
Okay.
he ended up murdered. Okay, Brittany McMahon, I heard stole coins out of that whole heist, and they needed them back. It was an important deal that they got those back like ASAP. She was murdered. uh, Norma Espinosa sits on her porch every day, sits on her porch
Old
every
lady.
day. Right behind her was one of the guys with the utility trailer that had a lot of stolen shit in it. So I'm thinking she saw something and that happened. Okay. Jordan worked in the game room that was out here in Lake Hills. That was a front for all that. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Who else we got?
So
And
Jordan
then
did have a little side job.
right.
Gotcha. I thought she did. Okay.
I don't know if she was talking too much or if she just knew too much and she was a liability. I don't know. I really
Right.
don't. But whatever the case, she was the most innocent person in the whole group. Her and Norma
Mm.
were the most innocent out of the whole group that died. And Jordan's still missing.
Wow.
I don't want to say she's dead, but my God, it's
Right,
been this
right.
long. Um,
Yeah.
but those two, but then Jordan's got another. There's another theory. And it's very plausible that she could have overdosed and they just freaked out and hid the body. It takes a lot of balls to call 911 when somebody's overdosing and you got drugs around. It does. It takes a whole
Mm.
lot of courage and a lot more than these assholes have. And so
Mm.
that's a very big possibility that it just so happens coincidentally that it had nothing to do with that. I don't know.
Right.
Nobody
Right.
will ever speak. So finding that out's pretty
Jeez,
difficult.
wow. There was another body that they found, 2025.
And that was of a 66-year-old black woman. Now listen, either
Yeah.
one, their forensics is bullshit and paid off, and they're lying about that body. Okay. Because you ain't heard nothing else about it after that. Or number two, somebody, because they do that from time to time, is cartel will dump people out here. But there ain't no 66-year-old black lady out here. I promise you. This is like white country. Unfortunately, it is very. I mean, we got a couple of black people out here, but not many. Okay. I know everybody
Dang.
in this. I'm gonna tell you right now, there's no 66-year-old black woman in Morton's Dock. So she came from somewhere else, and they dumped her body out here, and it's possible. We found fingers. We found people burning in cars
Ooh,
that were not from here. You know what I mean? It seems like it's a drop lot, but
wow.
dumping spot. But anyway, but there ain't no 66-year-old black lady dead out here. None, unless she come from somewhere else. Now
Hmm.
they also wanted. uh
To throw it
Now
off.
Bird just died, and he was in jail, and he was a black guy, and he was in jail out here, and he just died mysteriously. Don't know.
Was
He
he
was a,
was he
he,
connected to
no,
this?
no,
Oh, okay.
not at all. No, he came out here
Oh.
after that, but
Oh, okay.
he knew some of the people, but he wasn't he wasn't connected to all that.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Um,
no, he died
uh,
mysteriously in jail, and he was as healthy as a horse. I'm not joking. I knew him very well.
hmm.
He was again another friend of mine. And now they got Texas Rangers that are investigating the Bandera County Sheriff's Department, and that's cute and all, but that's only for publicity because it's the same Texas Ranger that's always been the one to investigate any leads out here, and he's got his back pocket swiped too. You know what I mean? So it's all
Let's
corrupt.
talk about that. Let's
It's
talk about
corrupt as
how
hell.
the police isn't pushing these cases. They said Brittany is a suicide.
I know.
Number one.
I
How
think they
the
had to clean
hell?
something up. Sounds to me like they had to clean it up and they had to do it quickly because they were involved in the whole deal with whoever that stuff that they were doing the heist on, whatever the stuff, that stuff was going somewhere. And whoever shit that was, it sounds to me like Bandera County got themselves into a pickle and then they had to clean it up.
Clean it up. How do you feel about Brittany's father being in jail now for defending her?
He's not in jail anymore.
Oh,
Uh,
he's out?
yeah, he's out. He actually almost died last week. He was in Kerrville, Sid
You know
Peterson
what? I did
Hospital.
hear about.
Yeah,
That's
I
right.
talk to
That's
Brittany's
right.
mom all the time, all the time. We're very
Well,
close,
how do you
actually.
feel about them even arresting him?
I think it's bullshit. And well, I don't
That's
know,
fucked
man.
up.
Randy's, well, in a way it is, but he's got mental issues now. I think he lost his freaking mind. When they found her remains and they thought it was hers, I was on the phone with her aunt, and she told me before it ever came out, she had called me because I was actively looking for her. Um, and they had called me, and I was staying at a house in Bandera behind the cemetery. Her aunt called me and said, "Hey, they found some remains,
Mm,
body parts and stuff over there in Old Loop, and we think it might be Brittany, but don't say anything." I said, "Okay." And so then I heard that Randy walked
Jesus.
his way, and nobody picked him up, but he walked the entire way from Lake Hills all the way to
Wow.
Old Loop, which is a good like 35-mile hike. And
Woo.
he had like his feet were just gone. I think he lost it. Um,
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, he does Brittany's daughter. It's his daughter.
That's right. Yeah.
He knows
Damn,
the
that's
cops are
heartbreaking,
corrupt.
man.
He knew the cops are corrupt. We all know that. The cops are bullshit, and we know this. There's nothing we can do about it. He lost his mind, and they didn't give it enough. I feel like they didn't have a choice but to arrest him because I do believe he would have probably made good on his threats. And so for their own family safety, I'm pretty sure they had to take him to jail. I don't really blame them for that. Um,
You know what I thought what went through my
it's just stuff
mind? I
that
said he
Susan
might
had
have
to
been
deal
coming
with.
close to something. I thought that he might have been coming close to something, some information or something, and they had to arrest him to keep him quiet.
Well, yes, that too. Um, there's been a lot of people trying to capitalize on the case, and get publicity and shit, like Molly Maverick, that's dumb bitch.
I
I
don't
don't
know
even know how
her.
to explain that, but that was a moment in time. She was trying to advocate for them too. by going door to door with flyers and telling them to do that. You know what I'm saying? And it just, she was exploiting them.
Oh
And
wow.
yeah, and she's really wrapped up with the police department as well, sleeping with the ex
Yeah.
marshal and things like city
Oh,
marshal.
yeah. You
Anyway,
got to
that's
be
a whole
careful who
other
you trust
drama.
with your case. You know one thing
Yeah.
about it with families, they got to be real careful of who they trust with their case.
Yeah.
Not
Absolutely. Because
everybody
you can screw
genuinely
it up too.
cares.
You can really screw it up and make it to where
Yeah,
people it falls on deaf ears. I mean, all kinds of
yeah.
shit. But it really, this whole thing rocked our town so badly. There's still there's people that are out there that know that won't say anything, but that are hoping the best outcome. That are hoping that somebody says something. I mean, just because
I
they're
hope
chicken
so.
shit doesn't mean they're murderers. But
What do you want to see different in that town, in
I want to see
in
them
that
turn
county?
over this fucking police department, the sheriff's department, turn it over. All new people. They ran out the old good ones. Any cop
So
that
it
was
was
worth a
it
fuck,
was
they
good at
ran
one
them out.
time.
Yeah. And they ran him
Really?
off. The people left here. Rick Guerra,
Um,
um, my ex brother in law just retired. He was a good one, you know. Um, Back in the day, we had some good cops,
um,
that wouldn't have let
who's
this
your
happen.
governor?
Uh, Abbott, I don't want to get into politics because I think the whole damn government needs to
I
be
don't need.
turned over.
I don't get into
President
politics
Trump is
either.
a
But I
piece.
had to ask.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Next. I'm not a
Yes,
politic girl
yes.
either. I'm be honest with you.
I'm ready to. Hey, I'm
But
ready to pack my
since the
shit and
town
go
is
to
like,
Spain or something because I'm tired of this shit. I can get a
wow.
passport. I'm tired of this. This United States. I am.
Um.
So much evil in this world right now.
How do you feel about the cases not going anywhere? You got Jordan still missing.
Mhm.
Brittany's
Bullshit.
they
Yeah.
decided that they're not even
And
going
I
to
work.
open it.
And I no, I work really closely with Susan, so we're still looking for avenues to get around what they've done. We're still looking at
Right.
avenues. She won't ever stop till she stops breathing,
That's
and
right.
I
I
and
saw
I have
some
vowed
video.
to do the same thing.
Yeah, I do want to I did reach out to the mother
Hmm.
cuz I'm all about helping the families.
Yeah, yeah,
I volunteer my time. I don't charge for this. Like I don't get paid for this.
yeah.
I volunteer my time for this because I care.
Well, bless you. I bless you.
Because I really really care.
That means a lot.
I treat every victim and every family like if I know them personally. Like if they're my brother, my sister, my mother, my father, my cousin, my aunt,
Yeah.
because it could have been.
Hmm.
It could have been.
Well,
And I got
I
children
can definitely
too.
pass your information along to her. She works a lot. She works a lot. Right now, she takes care of Randy. She takes care of herself. She takes care of her daughter and her grandkids and her sister.
Wow.
She
She's
has.
got a lot going on.
Mhm. Yeah, and Randy's not helping
And
his
no
attitude.
department, and that fucked up department out there is not helping, not pushing the
No,
case out, or no, none of these victims or getting any victims' families are getting answers
no.
yet. Uh yeah, and I say yet because hopefully that will change. I have posted Jordan's flyer, and I posted the new flyer that I did on X because Nancy Grace always reposts my stuff.
Yes. Okay. Now
So
we're
I don't know
talking.
if you
Nancy
saw
Grace
that.
don't give two fucks either. She will say what's on her mind, and I
Are
like
you
that.
on X,
No, I'm not, but I should
Twitter?
be, huh? No.
You should because Nancy Grace won't repost my stuff on no other platform, but on Twitter,
Okay.
she reposts everything I do.
Okay.
She did repost Jordan's because I did a Facebook group for Jordan.
Uh huh.
I'm gonna send you the link for that. Send you the invite for that if you're not into it. If
Okay.
you're not,
No, I
I'll
will.
send you the invite. She reposted that for me. She reposted the flyer, the story. So Nancy Grace is always reposting stuff for me. I just sent her the case. I emailed the producer.
Yeah, she's somebody.
So
She's
I want to get into the other
better than that.
cases as well. And I did tell her I thought the cases were linked.
They are.
Yeah.
There's no doubt in my mind they are. Not a doubt.
Yeah.
A hundred
So
percent, I believe they're all linked. And like I told you, each one of them has their own reason for being linked, and it makes sense to me.
yeah.
Um,
After what I heard, it makes sense to me too.
I mean, it's really a
I've
no-brainer,
also
but then again, it gets confusing because for one, people out there that wanted to know what happened. We're in a small town and we got idiots on drugs. And so they're all, myself included, was at one time. But if they don't know what's going on, they fill in the blanks. And that's what pisses me off because it's really messed things up or made it confusing. The cops just shut it down and just aren't saying anything. But
and you
there's
know
a
why,
reason for
right?
that. Yeah, because they're
Because they
corrupt.
say yeah, and because they're corrupt and they say, oh, just a bunch of drug addicts, blah, blah,
Uh-huh.
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, it
I
doesn't mean
hate that
shit.
shit.
Yeah.
I hate that.
No, we're still human beings that
That's
deserve
right.
human decency. And
That's right.
there's
Oh, I'll
somebody's
be calling
daughter,
them
somebody's
next. I'm gonna be
uncle,
calling them
somebody's,
next.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, believe me. Yeah. I don't play. I don't just post
But it's
posters.
got
I'll
to
be
go
calling.
higher than the federal, the feds here, because we have a string of feds that live out here. Okay. And
Tell me who to call.
if I knew, I'd have done called them. Greg Abbott's a piece of shit. So is everybody up above him. I don't know what to do. There is nobody to
Mm.
call. The human trafficking department and SAPD they have a human trafficking unit. They're corrupt. I was a
Jesus
big advocate
Christ.
for victims of human trafficking. I was a big advocate. And so
You
me
there
hunting
you
down
go,
people
girl.
is not a problem. Me tracking people is not a problem. And me going and getting in somebody's shit could probably cause me and everybody else to die. But I don't care. That's the thing is I don't
But we
care.
don't
I know
want
a
that.
lot. I know lots of things and things that would get me killed on one end or get me put in prison for another. Or I don't. But you know what? It does no good if it's not going to be effective. Then what is the point in saying it? You know. I'm waiting for the right people to tell so that I can tell them.
You know what you just said. After the camera stop, I will tell you. But
I don't give a shit about no damn camera.
uh you said something that if it's not effective, what because I was gonna ask a few things and then I said to myself, I'm not because if it's not a you know what I mean? It was
Yeah,
some things we talked about before the
yeah.
cameras rolled, and I
But
decided not
there's a
to
time there's a time to bring stuff like that up in it
as
when it's effective. Otherwise
right.
it can get discredited very fast.
That's why I didn't be
I understand. And I'll always be here so you can always come back and we can still
no.
talk about it because my that's one thing it ain't gonna change is my memory.
Um but it's in here minds what we
Mhm.
talked about anyway. Um I'm so grateful that you allow me to do this.
Not a
And
problem.
I'm so grateful that they have you. And please post the flyer
I will. I
on all
will.
platforms.
I
I
will.
did a hashtag. I'm doing a movement.
Hmm.
I'm gonna need your help to push it.
Okay.
Because I don't see nobody else pushing. I'll be honest with you. There's no one else pushing it.
I'm keeping it alive.
Break the silence.
Yeah. I saw that on there.
Okay. You did,
I
yeah.
did. I
Break
saw
the
that. I really liked it.
silence.
That's why I got in touch with you.
Thank you.
And
I
thank you
started
for what
that
you're
movement.
doing.
I was like,
And it's
I said, I
sad.
gotta.
It's sad. And I really appreciate you. I want you to know that. And I know
Thank
Jordan's
you.
mom, and I know as soon as Brittany's mom knows about it, she will be forever grateful. And I do. I'm so grateful for you. But it's sad that it takes someone across this country that doesn't even know us to
Mm,
stand up and advocate for us because this is fucked up what happened. It's so
it
fucked
is
up.
fucked up. It is.
And it
And
makes
when I
me,
heard about it, go ahead. It's okay.
I mean, I've stayed, you
It's
don't,
okay.
I stayed up many nights crying about Jordan, wondering, praying to God where she is. She was so young. She's just a little girl, man. She didn't fucking know any better. those fucking assholes she was with got her on heroin. She wasn't into that, man. She was a choir student. Girl can sing like nobody's business. My God.
So
She had the voice
karaoke.
of a damn
I went through
angel.
all her social medias for 24 hours. That's why I wasn't sleeping. I was going through all her stuff last night to this morning, just watching her.
Mhm.
Beautiful
She
voice,
she
great
did.
personality.
Wonderful. Always happy, always joyful, full of joy. She was a light. She was definitely a light that would come into the room. She was a positive soul. She was not a oh boy, when she got mad, boy, she's a firecracker though. But
It
but it was cute because she wasn't angry very often, and when she was, it was adorable.
was
Um,
adorable. She
it
was one of
really
those girls
was.
that is
She was
cute when you get mad.
mhm, absolutely, absolutely. I don't know. I don't even know. I have followed every single lead that I've heard that came my direction. And literally, I mean, followed it, had another friend of mine in the background going to letting her know where I'm going, what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Putting her on my GPS so that she knows exactly what I'm doing because I'm going into stupid territories. You know what I mean?
No, that's smart.
And I've checked on everyone. I've snuck around. I have lied to people and pretended this and pretended that, and so that I could get somebody to tell me
Find out.
something. But all these
Right.
fuckers have known me my whole life, so they know better. You know, they're not gonna. And so I finally, when I went to Windmill Wellness Ranch in Canyon Lake, and I'll tell you what, it's one of the best recovery places I've ever been to. I've ever seen. And when I went in there, I spent 2 months in there, and when I got out, I decided that I was going to set this shit on the back burner until things could pop off or things started coming my direction. But I would handle it in a much different light, in a much different way, more effective than before. Before, I'm like this kind of person that I'll just go confront this shit. And I'll bang two heads together and figure out what's going on, you know. But that's not always the way you get things and get answers.
Yeah, yeah,
And sometimes
yeah.
that'll shut
I
it down even
understand.
further. And it took me getting sober to
Yeah,
realize that one. 'Cause
yeah,
I
you're
was just
right.
like, I could bully somebody into it, you know what I mean? But I can't. You can't you
Yeah, that don't work these days half the time no more with us, right? We getting older too.
yes,
It's
and
like,
that shit hurts. It hurts. I walk around like I'm 80. I've been in fighting too long in my life.
our bodies be so, oh my God,
Mhm.
my body be so sore half the time. Like,
It's like
oh
my neck.
God,
Oh my god! And I feel every
so
fight, every fist
sore.
fight I've ever been in with every man I've ever been with, and I
Feeling
feel
it
it
now,
now.
right?
Get that adrenaline going. I'll lean up real quick, but I can't. And not till then.
What do you want to say to all of your friends? Jordan that's missing, Brittany that is unalive, and I'm not going to say she killed herself because she
No, she
didn't.
did
This was
not.
a brutal
No, she didn't.
homicide.
She was one of my best friends, and she did not kill herself, and I know she didn't. I could that's the
This was a
last
brutal
thing that girl would do.
homicide. And Sean, Sean?
Sean Duffy.
Sean Duffy. And
Man, he would give anybody a meal that needed one. He would take the shirt off his back if he knew you needed it. Yeah, he was kind of an asshole too, you know what I mean? But most men aren't.
who
But I
isn't,
mean,
right?
but if you needed him or you needed something, the man would help no matter what. And Norma,
And Norma.
I when she got out of prison, I went and picked her up. Her daughter had asked me to go and get her from the bus station 'cause she was working. No problem. I went and got her. Me and Norma had a blast, man. I loved that lady. She was a really good, kind soul. She she was a good lady, man. She really was.
What do you want to say to them? If you had something to say, if they
Go a
were right
fucking
here
pair of
listening
nuts.
to
Don't
you,
be a pussy. You're gonna let somebody fucking your life? Really? Your life is more important than theirs. I ain't got no respect for none of them anymore. None of them. And not a one motherfucker scares me. Not on two legs, anyway.
to tell them to speak up,
Yeah, they're not going to, but yeah, they should.
they
Well,
should.
I got
You don't think
kids.
nobody would come forward?
I hope. I really do. I pray.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't care
sad.
even now if they come forward, I'd have more respect for that than just if for them not saying shit.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what and who they're scared of. But if that scares you, you're part of the problem. Those scary
Mm,
people that are scaring you so bad, they're going to keep doing it.
that's right.
Duh, you're a pussy. In my book, you're just nothing but a pussy. Say
Yeah.
something. She was our friend, dude. She was every day, every fucking day. Like you can't even say you gave a shit about her. I pray nothing like that
Mm.
happens to your fucking family, your
Say that.
kids.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
You're either
Didn't
part of
even
it,
think
the
about that.
solution, or you're part of the fucking problem. And if you turn your head, you're
Right.
just as bad, dude.
That's right.
I don't give a shit,
Yeah.
man. I would take a charge. I would do prison time. I would do my time if I was involved in it. I mean, I don't give a fuck. Do the right thing. It's not that hard.
That's
It
right.
really isn't. When you have a serious moral compass, do the right thing.
That's right.
God's got him, though.
Uh,
God's got him. He'll get him.
oh,
He
share
showed
that.
me. He showed me. Like he showed me that he would be right there next to me when I begged him for help when I was dying in my bed from
Mm,
alcoholism. And I was literally seizing and I was incontinent and I begged him for help. I spent 5 long nights. He said, "Get some rest because it's going to be a lot of work." And he showed me,
mm,
I'll never forget, as I walked through the valley of shadow of death,
mm,
that verse. And he told me that over and over again every night. And the first night I ran away from my own grave. And then on the
mm.
5th night, my mother was holding me as I woke up. And I haven't been as sick a day since. But I went through some shit those 5 nights. But you
Can
cannot tell me
imagine.
Jesus Christ is not next to me because I know he is. And I'm not some holy roller. I'm
Yeah.
really not. But I do believe in God
Me too.
I do believe that God's wrath will come down on this motherfucker.
That's right. Me too. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, you
For
can't
sure.
take revenge on people that you don't even know who it is. But and I fought with this in DBT therapy during rehab. I'm so angry. I'm so angry at these people for just they didn't care about they had no regard for life. They murdered my friends, like murdered. Like you don't get away with that shit. Like you don't get away with I don't let nothing get by me. Nothing. I'm a hard person, but I'm also a very kind person.
Mm.
But I mean, these motherfuckers, if you did that shit in front of my face, you wouldn't live through it. But they got away with it. Like,
Right.
how?
Right.
Like,
And
God
they'll
is
do it
going to get
again.
your ass, dude.
And if somebody don't stop them, they would do it
Oh,
again.
yeah. Oh, yeah. And, and that's why I believe it wasn't these people out here, even though these people out here knew what happened. I don't believe it was them. I do believe it was more like cartel or our sheriff's department.
Mm.
And I do believe that because it hasn't happened since.
Mm.
Because these people are idiots. I swear to God they are. And if they would have done it, they would be doing it again. They'd be getting caught. Nobody has been killed since.
Mm.
So we're not, I mean, and I say we, but I'm speaking for them. They ain't that damn smart. They're not. They're not that good. So I understand that they just know what happened because they were involved in some shady ass shit.
Right.
But it's okay. Like, you're not a bad person because you got yourself involved in that shit. You're a bad
Right.
person because I don't think they knew about it ahead of
Vicious.
time. I think they got caught up in it and then realized, oh, fuck, we fucked up. I really do believe that's
Mm.
what it was. It was a lot less sinister than people think. I think they just
Mm.
got caught up in it and then all of a sudden, but you got to understand when you do those kind of things are connected to it, and when you mess with somebody in that magnitude of a gang, I guess you could call it, those are the things that are going to
Sheriff,
happen. That's part of it.
especially. they own peoples.
Mhm. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They gonna come for you.
That's right.
That's why I believe it was in house.
I do too.
I said that before. I said I think it was in. I said something tells me that this is in house.
Mhm. I highly believe that. And I'll tell you what, come for me. I wish they would. Come for me. I wish
We
they
don't
would.
want that. I don't want
Oh,
that.
no, I do want it because I
I don't
guarantee you
want
at
that.
least then I'll find out who did it because Imma kill kill
Uh,
them. They're not gonna get me.
We don't want that.
I wish they
I want to
would.
say thank you so much
You're welcome. Thank
for
you.
uh
Thank
for
you.
doing this.
Uh,
And I'm going to be in contact with you again.
okay. You got my
Um
number.
I'm going to take some notes. I'm going to uh put this together.
Okay.
What we got, fix it up a little bit and stuff.
Okay.
Um
Anything you need.
do you mind if I put this out there?
I
Because this is
don't
like
mind.
kind of an interview, right?
I
We did an interview.
yeah,
I
I don't
usually
mind at
do a live
all. God, I
interview.
look like shit
This is
though.
my
No,
first time
okay.
doing a recording interview.
Oh, really? You did
Yeah,
a
because
great
I do
job.
interviews. I usually do interviews like live.
You did a really good job.
Thank you. Oh my God, this was so like off the wasn't even planned. It
Right? I
wasn't. We just
wasn't
like
even
can we put
planning
the
this
camera
either.
on and just like, oh my gosh. Okay. Well, thank you so
Thank you.
much.